Hey guys, Stephen Cox here, and today I wanted to talk to you about the Kala Exotic Mahogany U-Bass. So it has a mahogany body, a mahogany neck, and it has a rosewood or a walnut fingerboard if you want the walnut instead. It has custom hip shot tuners that are really cool. It has the shadow pickup, and the shadow pickup is pretty cool. I'll be telling you a little bit about that a little bit later when I demo it. And it has a very short scale compared to an electric bass. It's only 20 inches in scale, and the whole length is 29 inches. Also included in this bass is a gig bag. So the gig bag is pretty cool. It's padded. It says U-Bass on the front, which is always a plus. It's got a pocket for you to put some stuff in. It's a little smaller than a piece of paper, though. You may not be able to fit sheet music in there. And it is padded, and it has a nice finish on the inside. And my particular model comes with the Kala silver-plated round wound strings. So this one does not have rubber strings, but I'll tell you a little bit about that and how they differ from the rubber strings shortly. So here are some pros of this bass in comparison to the other Kala U-Basses that have rubber strings. The first thing that I like about these strings is they project really well. Then the other advantages to these strings over the rubber strings is that you can slap on them, you can tap on them, and you can get harmonics out of them. So here's some slap. You can also get harmonics out of them. So they have a variety of abilities. You can also kind of tap on this one, and I'm not sure because I haven't tried tapping on the rubber strings, but I know that it projects pretty decently on here. So those are the advantages of the U-Bass. On this pickup, you basically have two knobs. So one of them is volume, and the other one is tone. So if you turn going up, like you're going 7, 8, 9, 10, up that way, you're getting more treble out of it. And as you turn it the other way, down towards 1 or 2, you're getting more of a bass sound. For this particular instrument, I like having some treble in there, so I leave it probably around 7. Also, the pickup comes with a tuner, which is very cool. So the tuner works pretty well. As you can kind of see the display. And here's what the U-Bass sounds like plugged in. Now, some people consider this a pro, and some people consider this a con, but it's basically a miniature acoustic electric bass. So to me, that's a pro because I play the electric bass and there's very little learning curve on this. However, there are some cons. So the first con, I would say, is trying to slide on this bass on the E and the A strings. Because the strings have to be thicker than an electric bass's, the ridges on the round wound strings are also bigger, so if you try to slide, there's a lot more friction. So you'll probably rip some skin if you do it too much. The second con, to me, it's just something to get used to. I'm not sure if I'd really call it a con, but when you try to bend the strings, they roll instead of bending. So you either have to grip them lower to to get it to bend, or you have to give your fingertip enough room so that it can roll without you losing grip on the string. Another con to this, a lot of people like how the rubber strings have a unique sound. Some people think they sound kind of like upright strings, and this does not have that quality. The only way to get kind of close to that quality with this bass is to mute the strings. So sometimes I'll mute the strings at the back of my hand. And that gives you kind of more of a Motown sound rather than an upright sound. Overall, this U-Bass is a very good deal for the price, which I believe you can get for around $400, maybe a little bit less if you shop around. I think it's good for musicians that are looking to have a portable alternative to the electric bass, and it's also just a lot of fun to play because you can do certain things on this bass that you can't do on a full scale, like really giant stretches. I can stretch from the 3rd fret all the way to the 10th fret, which is something I can't do on an electric bass. All in all, I think the U-Bass is for people looking for a portable alternative to a acoustic electric bass or an electric bass, and it's also for people just looking to have some fun. If you like this video, please check out the other U-Bass videos, and please subscribe to the channel if you'd like. If you have any other questions about the U-Bass, please leave a comment below.